Super excited. Super excited. It is August 1st. And like, if you watched the video a couple days ago, then you know what's happening right now. In my last video, I told you guys that I was going to start a 31-day challenge in the month of August to help with my consistency on YouTube. And as you read the thumbnail, momentum is here now. All that starting and stopping is over. I'm super excited. I had a word confirmed, and I want to get into this in this video. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about momentum. I want to give you this key that I learned that will hopefully and prayerfully change your life just like it is changing mine. You wonder why you couldn't get momentum in your life. You wonder why things weren't picking up and staying consistent. And I'm going to tell you in this video why that is. And John Eckhardt helped me. I put a link in the description box for his resource because I don't want to, act like this is some wisdom that I gained by myself. I want to share where I got this information from. And so there's a link in the description box that you guys can get the PDF. But, like and subscribe, okay? I'm going to start saying that in the beginning of the videos in case it's some people that don't watch to the end, okay? So if you feeling this video, like, subscribe for more. Let's get into this. So this is my first day, right? My first day of being consistent. And let me tell you, I received this resource the other day from John Eckhardt about momentum and why it is that some people get momentum and it's like they on a roll, like their life is one victory after another. And then some people, they're not. There's setbacks all constantly. They get one step forward, 3 steps backwards. That was me. So I've already identified that consistency is a problem for me. But what this resource has done that I've been reading through John Eckhardt, what it has done is shine light on the fact of what I've been doing wrong. It was more specific than what I thought. And what that is that when you start, you must not stop. And I know that sounds simple, but there's a reason why you should not stop when you start. And it's in the word momentum. And so let me read this to you because I want to define the word momentum so all of us are on the same page when I'm using that word, because there are different ways that you can define it based on different, situations. So I'm going to define the word momentum as it relates to life. And this is what it's defined as: consistently taking action and building upon your successes to create lasting positive change. I'm going to say that again. Consistently taking action and building upon your successes to create lasting positive change. I don't know about you, but what I've been doing is stopping when I have some type of success. I wasn't consistent in taking it and keeping it going. For instance, I decided I wanted to lose weight. I got me a personal trainer, and it was a 3-month project, right? So I'm working out with her. 1 month in, I'm seeing results. I'm feeling good, and all of a sudden, something happens in my life and I stop. I literally did not know back then that what I had just did to myself was gave away my momentum. I was on a roll. I was getting results. And what I should have done was to keep on building upon that success to keep it moving so that it could have been greater and greater and greater success. I don't know about you, but that was life-changing for me. Because what it did was put my mind in a different mindset. It helped me to see things differently. So now, this is what I wrote down. Anytime you stop doing what you started, you lose momentum. And if you're a believer like me, then you're going to relate to this next sentence that I say. The enemy, you have an enemy. He is after your momentum. So you think that it's just you that's stopping. You think that it's just you who can't stay consistent. But there are things that are coming against you that's making you quit. And I made a video and it talked about how I started YouTube. But after that first video, by the second video, I wanted to quit. This is before I knew about momentum, right? I just decided that I was going to go forward. But in the back of my head, I already was giving up. I was like, this is a lot. Like, this is not a part of what I do, you know? And so it's difficult. So I wrote this down. The enemy is after your momentum, but he knows that if you ever realize this, and that this is about momentum, you will become unstoppable. Because instead of looking at things that happen to you while you're on a roll, while you're doing things, instead of looking at them like reasons to stop, reasons to quit, you're going to say, oh no, I'm not giving you my momentum. I'm going to build on greater success. So I'm going to ignore the trial. I'm going to ignore the frustrations. I'm going to ignore the problems. I'm going to ignore the people. And I'm going to keep my face as flint, stay focused, and I'm going to build on my momentum no matter what. You need a resolve to keep going no matter what. And right now, when I got that information, that book, that ebook, and I realized that what I had just declared about this 31-day challenge was more than a challenge. This will actually, at the 31 days, that is going to be a victory for me. And that is going to propel me forward because I have now conquered what I set out to do. That's going to build more momentum in my life. And it's going to bring greater success. Okay? I'm super excited. Get that ebook in the link. I'm not, what they say, sponsored. No, I'm not sponsored. Like, you know, but I want to give credit where credit is due. That man brought that wisdom and I want to share it. Okay? That is some wisdom. Also, you know, I had to think about what bad habits, procrastination, sin, what is keeping me losing momentum? It's time to stop, get quiet, and really figure out what is going on in your life that is making you stop before you finish what you start. And that's important, because once you identify that, get rid of it. Get rid of it immediately. You need momentum in life. You need to go forward. You need it. You need that power of momentum that is like, it almost becomes effortlessly that you're moving forward when you're doing it at such a great speed, victory after victory, you're conquering. And we don't have to think about big victories. Just doing what you set out to do is a victory. If you set in your mind that you want to wake up early at 5 a.m. and you do that, that is a victory. If you determine in yourself that you want to go plant-based and you don't want to keep eating restaurant food or sweets and things like that, then that is a victory when you do it. Sarai, get the baby. So, and I'm just going to keep going with the video because I do have a small baby. And so I'm not going to let that stop my momentum with the video. That's a victory. You got to keep going in spite of it. You know what I mean? So that's a real one right there. That's a real situation. This is, this is real for me. How do you get momentum? How do you get this momentum? And I wanted the answer to be very simple, because I'm simple. I'm a simple girl. Me and my sister-in-law joke all the time. I say I'm simple, but I'm not basic. But I wanted to keep the answer simple. It doesn't have to be all complex. We don't have to try to overthink anything. And this is the answer. Start and never stop. Whatever it is that you want to do and you want the momentum in that thing, start and never stop. Keep going no matter what. Okay? So I think that's all I got for this video. Put your comments down below. What is that one thing that you need to get rid of that is stopping your momentum? Tell me in the comments below. I would love to hear what you're thinking about, what's going on with you. Again, if you like this video, then like it for me and subscribe for more content if you want to watch my journey. And I just look forward to the momentum that is created not only in my life, but in your life. I hope this helps. And don't forget, the link is in the description. Get that ebook, read it, and I pray that it bless you just like it did me. All right, day 1 is over. I'll see you tomorrow, day 2.